Tolerance. In a word, tolerance sums up the unwritten great commandment of the new millennium. But has the quest for tolerance gone too far? Is it right to worship the God of tolerance? Let's consider Karl Popper's axiom on tolerance. Quote, "If we extend unlimited tolerance even to those who are intolerant, if we are not prepared to defend a tolerant society against the onslaught of the intolerant, then the tolerant will be destroyed and tolerance with them. We should therefore claim, in the name of tolerance, the right not to tolerate the intolerant." Thus ends the immortal words of Karl Popper. al-Rassooli is another modern sage with these words on tolerance. Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and other Western leaders are misleading their people by telling them that democracies will flourish in Egypt, Libya, Syria, Yemen, Iraq, etc., while totally ignoring the fact that there have been 57 Muslim-majority states in the world for the last 60 years, comprising today 1.5 billion Muslims, with not one of these nations being a true democracy. Obama stabbed in the back Mubarak of Egypt and Gaddafi of Libya, predicting that their people would be liberated to create democracies. We all know that the leaders in the Arab and Muslim countries are self-serving despots unworthy of being called statesmen. But tragically, no matter how evil they are, their replacements are Islamic theocracies that are and will continue to be even more despotic and vile. Why? Because the new leaders will be implementing a system of religion and governance known as Sharia. Under Sharia, there can never be democracy, human rights, human dignity, freedom of thought, freedom of belief, or freedom of expression. Under Sharia, the darkness of the human mind and spirit will prevail. Nationally renowned Islamic scholar al-Rassooli predicted 9 months ago, when the news first broke of convulsions in the Arab world, that the result of every upheaval would be a takeover by the Muslim Brotherhood and or other Islamists, because they are the best organized and the most ruthless. IQ also predicted that Egypt would go against Israel, treaty or no treaty, because this is the usual modus operandi of Muslims. Sign any treaty to stop the enemy from defeating them in their days of weakness, then abrogate each and every treaty when they recover their power. Although Egypt had had 30 years of non-aggression with Israel, the so-called New Arab Spring revolutionaries demand that Sharia should be implemented and to break the treaty with Israel. The so-called Provisional Government of Libya has drafted a new constitution to call itself the Libyan Islamic Republic under Sharia. IQ warns that Obama and the Western leaders are living in a world of self-illusion that is bringing the world to a cataclysmic disaster. Case in point, Israel is only 8,000 square miles, while the surrounding Arab and Muslim states and their supporters who want them eradicated cover almost 5 million square miles. The neighboring but not neighborly Muslim population is 500 million against an Israeli population of a mere 6 million. al-Rassooli gives the sobering prognostication that a nation of these meager proportions is unlikely to win or even stop a war of extermination using conventional weapons, not even with the help of the USA. al-Rassooli predicts that the next war in the Middle East will be instigated, planned, and orchestrated by the so-called freedom-fighting revolutionaries that Obama and the seemingly comatose Western leaders are supporting. All the signs are there, with all the publicly made declarations in multiple languages. Clearly, the Muslim agenda to Islamize all of humanity is not a secret one, and yet humanity is ignoring this to their peril. Our wake-up time is now. It is time to bring back the true meaning of tolerance, the liberal left's god of millennium, before intolerance destroys it.